Greetings. What should I call you?
You can call me Abby.
Abby. And what's your position in the group you're in, Abby?
I am Second Commander, aka the 2IC.
Okay. Quite prestigious. Why do you like Star Wars?
I grew up watching Star Wars. I loved using Lego sets, especially on my trip back to Legoland. And ever since I've seen Star Wars, I love it, as I do love space, watching all the fights, story.
I see. I can imagine that a lot of what inspired you to join the Clone Wars side of things, excuse me, was because of Clone Wars, like the actual series, yes?
Somewhat.
Okay. And so where do you hail from in this Star Wars group? Like, what are you guys called?
We are called Shadow Battalion.
Shadow Battalion. Bring to it. What are you guys doing there? Or what do you do in there specifically?
I help lead the troops, do help set up times for trainings, and try to keep order within the group.
Okay. If anyone were to join or would be willing to join your group, what would you say to them? Like, how would you
Everyone's
go about
free
doing
to come
that?
join. Just be respectful and have fun. We're all here to have a good time and just come enjoy yourself. Hang out with other Star Wars fans while you have fun shooting at each other and hanging out.
Satisfactory. Hello, hello. What should I call you?
I'm Shadow Commander Rags.
And what's your rank in that?
I am the commander. That is my rank. My rank is the commander.
Okay. Prestigious rank. I wouldn't imagine that it's quite glamorous, though.
It is not. A lot of stress, a lot of hard work. Very much setting the standard for all of my other troops.
Right. What got you into making this Shadow Battalion?
Well, I used to be a part of another clone server. I was the commander of Shadow Battalion there. It was my first ever time in a commander. It was one of the best moments of my life as far as my clone career. I had a co-commander who I served very well with, and we all had a very strong sense of pride in what we did. And so when I came here, I decided to bring that with me. And I decided to bring the old Shadows to a modern rendition.
And how would you describe that?
The best way to explain it be we are tactical, we are respectful, and in some cases we do get lax on things, but only when it's absolutely necessary. When we hang out, we hang out. When we train, we train hard. When we play hard.
Good qualities to have, especially in high-stress environments when it comes to trainings, I'm sure.
Yes.
What could you tell me about the known galaxy?
So the known galaxy is the overarching galaxy of Star Wars. What that what it entails is everything in Star Wars canon and legends. From the Republic all the way to the Empire, from the Old Republic too. Like we expand into every wake of the Star Wars universe. You could have clones, you could have Mandos, you could have Jedi, Sith, the Old Republic, Mandalorians. It really doesn't. It's just a huge super server. that encompasses all of that.
And how many members do you have currently in this mega server?
So we only have 20 members at this time and moment,
Understood.
and we are looking for more.
I know you kind of already went over kind of what you guys are about, but is there spaces for people that are more interested in stormtroopers, or is it just like, is there a main focus right now for clones only, or is there going to be a broader spectrum?
So how I'll say this is that for me and the other co-lead, we are both operating clone trooper battalions, but that does not mean that we are going to turn down people who want to do we are going to turn away people who love the Star Wars community and love Star Wars things. If you want to come in and be a Jedi, we will help you build to become a Jedi, to build a Jedi temple. If you want to be a Sith, we'll help you do the Sith. If you want to do Mandalorians, we will help you do Mandalorians. You are not tied to one section of the Star Wars universe.
If there were a group of people that were interested and willing to learn and to join the server, how would you go about presenting it to them? How would you go about recruiting them, I suppose, in a sort of way to speak?
The best way to say this is that if you have it in you, come join us. If you love Star Wars as much as we do, if you want to build something have the opportunity to be in a controlled environment to build something and have the support, come join the Nine Galaxy. We will help you, support you, and make sure that you become one of the best of anything that you wish to do.
Satisfactory.
All right, so let's start off with who you are in the server, what's your name, your rank, and who you were part of.
Well, I am 2IC of the Phantom Wyverns, led by Kane. I am Alpha 17 of Phantom Wyverns.
All right. Now, what got you personally into Star Wars and the clones in general?
A long trip into the past. Let's see. When I was a young boy at the time, my love for clones sparked when I was introduced to the Clone Wars, obviously, as many other people. Shared experience when it comes to our interests, like where it derived from, varies. Mine in particular, it really skyrocketed during the Umbaran arc. Now, I love the clones as much as the next person, but my respect grew for them the moment that I spent almost the entire day rewatching the Umbaran arc in one day, 4 times in one day. That's how much I appreciated that, because it showed the humanity that the clones had and the lack thereof in a lot of the hierarchy that they were forced to follow. And the camaraderie that they had and the rebellious nature that they all shared, since they're all clones, a lot of them are going to be a little bit out there. And I resonated with that, because just because you're trained for this for 9 years, 10 years, stuck up perhaps, you still got a bit of that humanity in you. You still got a bit of that you do what's right because it's right in you. One of the cases being Hardcase, pun not intended. His sacrifice solidified the love I had for the clones, because, I mean, he was the perfect soldier, in my opinion. He wasn't perfect by any means, but he was the perfect soldier in my eyes. He let his brothers have a way out. He allowed them to escape from that cruiser, or that, I forget what it was called, but it was a full of ammunition. It was full of armed droids. all that good stuff. They were in a tight situation, and he gave them a way out. That was the day that I really was gung-ho at like 12 years old for the clones. To this day.
So, my next question for you is, why did you join the known galaxy?
Common interests, mutual ground, and I love Star Wars. I love the clones. The respect I have for them, the respect I have for people that resonate with the same annotations, the same mutual ground. It's a breeding ground for opportunity and progression. Because if we all share the same notion, not annotation, the same notion, then we can do anything. We're on the same level on things. We can talk things out. We've all experienced what it was like back in the old days when people thought that organization was tyranny and having fun was disorganization. That's just on the logistics side of things and the VR chat side of things. However, a lot of us have grown from that, and now we're here. And I think that's a good place to start, and that's why I joined.
So, it sounds like you have a lot of things to say about what the cause is at the known galaxy. What would you say to somebody who comes to you and wants to join?
I would pose a question, asking them, how much do you appreciate the message that Star Wars sends? Or maybe, do you like clones? It could be as philosophical or as simple as that, depending. But it would all boil down to, how much would you care if someone that was to your left or to your right picked you back up after you fell? How much would you appreciate that? How much would you appreciate having people that you can rely on to do, to make, to create, to just be in an environment where we all share the same appreciation and love that is Star Wars? How much would you appreciate that? A lot. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here about. So if you shared that same thing, this is the place to be.
Well, thank you.
If anything we have said today has inspired you,
Come join us in the stars and join the known galaxy today.